This simulation explores the theoretical long-term behavior of the Sweet Bonanza slot game. It models gameplay starting with an initial budget of $1,000. The primary objective is to visualize the financial trajectory over numerous game rounds. The simulation provides insights into potential outcomes and budget fluctuation. It analyzes the game's dynamics under sustained play, offering a predictive financial overview. Sweet Bonanza utilizes a unique pay-anywhere system for forming winning combinations. Unlike traditional slots, it does not rely on specific pay lines to determine wins. Instead, winning combinations are achieved by clusters of matching symbols. These clusters can appear anywhere on the game grid, offering greater flexibility. This mechanism directly impacts both the frequency and the potential size of payout. In Sweet Bonanza, various symbols are assigned different payout multipliers. These multipliers directly influence the potential returns for players. Understanding each symbol's value is crucial for strategic gameplay. The game incorporates a range of symbols, categorized by their value. This includes both low-value symbols and high-value symbols. The combination of these values determines the overall volatility of the game. The tumble feature is activated following a winning symbol combination in a game. Upon activation, all symbols that form the winning combination are removed from the grid. Subsequently, new symbols cascade down from above to fill the empty spaces created. This process allows for the potential formation of new winning combinations within the same spin. The feature can lead to consecutive wins, extending gameplay and increasing payout potential. During the free spins round, a special game mechanic is activated. This mechanic involves the appearance of unique multiplier bomb symbols on the reels. These multiplier bombs are designed to enhance potential winnings significantly. Each bomb can apply a multiplier of up to 100x to any wins. The multiplier is applied specifically to wins occurring within that tumble sequence. This feature substantially increases the potential for large payouts during bonus rounds. The free spins feature is a common bonus round in many games. It is typically activated by specific in-game condition. A common trigger is landing a certain number of scatter symbols. For example, 4 or more scatter symbols, like lollipops, anywhere on the reels. This bonus round significantly influences the game's overall return to player, RTP. It is a key driver of player engagement and potential payouts. This theoretical experiment begins with a clearly defined financial parameter. An initial budget of exactly $1,000 is allocated for the simulation. This fixed capital serves as the fundamental starting point. It establishes the baseline for all subsequent financial tracking. The budget will be used to monitor fluctuations throughout the experiment. In simulations, a consistent bet size is crucial for accurate statistical analysis. This consistency ensures that each spin contributes equally to the overall dataset. For example, a fixed bet of $1 per spin is often chosen. This uniform bet allows for observation of long-term impacts. It helps in understanding the effect of return to player, RTP, over many rounds. Maintaining a steady bet size eliminates variability from changing stake amounts. Game simulations are conducted to evaluate the theoretical return to player, RTP, of a game. These simulations involve an extensive number of spins, far exceeding typical player sessions. The purpose is to accurately reflect the game's long-term statistical behavior. Over a vast number of trials, the observed outcomes converge towards the theoretical probabilities. This phenomenon is known as statistical convergence, where results stabilize over time. Thus, extended play reveals the true RTP, ensuring fairness and predictability in game design. A random number generator, RNG, is a sophisticated digital mechanism used in various applications. It ensures fair and unpredictable outcomes. Crucial for integrity in games and simulation, the RNG determines results, such as the outcome of each spin in a game. This mechanism is central to maintaining the theoretical fairness of the system. Its operation guarantees that results are truly random and cannot be predicted or manipulated. Return to player, RTP, is a crucial metric in slot machine mechanics. It represents the theoretical percentage of all wagered money a slot machine will pay back to players. This percentage is calculated over an extended period of play, not per individual spin. For example, A game like Sweet Bonanza has a published RTP value. This value is critical for understanding the long-term expectation of returns for players. A higher RTP indicates a greater theoretical return to players over time. Game volatility indicates the frequency and size of payouts in a game. High volatility means less frequent but larger wins for players. Conversely, low volatility suggests more frequent but smaller payouts. Sweet Bonanza is an example of a game known for its high volatility. The mathematical expectation of a slot game is derived from its return to player, RTP percentage. RTP indicates the theoretical percentage of all wagered money a slot machine will pay back to players over time. If the RTP is less than 100%, the expected long-term outcome for the player is a net financial loss. This formula predicts the average financial outcome for each unit of currency wagered over an extended period. Return to player, RTP, is a theoretical percentage indicating the payout rate of a game. For example, an RTP of 96.48% means that for every $100 wagered, the expected return is $96.48. This calculation is based on an average over a very long term of play. The difference between the wagered amount and the expected return represents the theoretical average loss. In this case, a 96.48% RTP implies an average theoretical loss of $3.52 per $100 wager. The simulation environment is meticulously configured to replicate specific game conditions. Key parameters include return to player, RTP, volatility, and payout structures. These parameters are crucial for accurately modeling the game's behavior. This setup allows for precise analysis under theoretical conditions. The simulation employs an automated process for executing game spins. It systematically records all outcomes generated during gameplay. Player balances are updated automatically based on these recorded outcomes. This automation eliminates human bias and enables rapid accumulation of game data. In simulations, each outcome is meticulously recorded for comprehensive analysis. This logging includes detailed information on wins, losses, and balance changes per spin. The collected data forms the foundational input for subsequent analytical processes. It enables the creation of graphical representations to visualize simulation progress. These graphical analyses provide insights into the simulation's performance and trends. In the initial phases of a simulation, player balance often exhibits significant fluctuations. This volatility is an inherent characteristic of the game's design and mechanics. Short-term outcomes can vary considerably from the theoretical return to player, RTP, percentage. These deviations are expected due to the random nature of early game events. Such fluctuations are a normal part of the simulation's early progression. As the number of spins increases, the balance trend begins to show a gradual decline. This decline aligns more closely with the negative mathematical expectation. The law of large numbers starts to exert its influence. This law states that as a sample size grows, its mean gets closer to the average of the whole population. In this context, it drives the observed balance towards the expected negative outcome over time. Over extended periods, a player's balance in a game is projected to trend downwards. This consistent decline is due to the game's return to player, RTP, being below 100%. RTP below 100% indicates that the game retains a portion of all wagers over time. The cumulative effect of this house edge becomes increasingly evident. Ultimately, the game's design ensures a long-term advantage for the operator. A graph illustrates the cumulative net loss experienced by a player. This visualization tracks the player's financial outcome over the simulation duration. It specifically highlights the long-term financial impact of the game's return to player, RTP rate. The graph provides a clear representation of how losses accumulate over time. This visual tool helps in understanding the consistent effect of RTP on player finances. This simulation illustrates a fundamental principle in probability and statistics. The principle states that as the number of trials increases, the observed average return changes. Specifically, the observed average return will progressively converge towards the theoretical return to player, RTP. RTP represents the expected percentage of wagers that a game will return to players over time. This convergence demonstrates the law of large numbers in action. It highlights how empirical results align with theoretical probabilities over many repetitions. High volatility introduces significant fluctuations in an otherwise predictable trajectory. Despite a long-term downward trend, high volatility can lead to substantial upward spikes in balance. These upward movements represent temporary deviations from the overall expected decline. Such spikes are characteristic of highly volatile systems. Even with a negative long-term outlook, understanding volatility is crucial for interpreting short-term gains within a long-term loss scenario. This analysis examines the theoretical outcome of playing Sweet Bonanza with a $1,000 budget over an extended period. The initial capital is expected to gradually deplete. This outcome is consistent with the game's return to player (RTP) percentage. The RTP for Sweet Bonanza is less than 100%. Indicating a long-term house edge. This simulation demonstrates long-term outcomes in games based on mathematical principles. Games with a return to player (RTP) percentage below 100% are designed for a house edge. Over extended play, this design inevitably leads to a net financial loss for the player. The RTP value represents the theoretical percentage of stakes returned to players over time. Understanding mathematical expectation is crucial for making informed gaming decisions. Players should be aware of RTP to manage expectations and avoid significant long-term losses.